Alright guys, got a little update on the S10. It's been a while since we've done an update. We actually did a video recently and it didn't turn out so great, so kind of squashed that and on to bigger and better things. Now the truck is down doing maintenance. In the meantime, I bought an M90 Supercharger that we're doing a little port work to, opening up the throat here on the inlet side. Trying to get this opened up from a 72 up to a 75 to 76 millimeters. Got my little square here. It's pretty darn close. We got, you come around a little bit more and you see we got a little work to do. Got a little light coming through there. We want it right here. My thumb's at. We don't want to see no light there. We want it smooth, and then you want it to shallow in, kind of run in. You don't want it to be wide here and then get narrower as it goes in, because it's still going to be restrictive. So opening the outside here and not opening the inside is not going to do us no good. So as you can see, the bottom swells in as it runs up to the top of the supercharger. So I want to be somewhere right in this area here. I still want to be pretty smooth back before it tapers in. I'm kind of using the depth of my gauge here from here to here as my depth for the how far in I want it to be. Anything past that, I'm just kind of smoothing out and letting it be. But as you can see, depth of my gauge, I have light on the inside corner there. So I got a little more work to do there. But it's opened up pretty good here. So I can turn around without blinding you from this light I got here. I've opened this up. This was stopped about right here. I've opened it on up. I still gotta cut these two tabs out. I'm gonna try to grind all this out. Both these notches. Some people just cut it here and take just this part of the square out. I'm going to try to grind this part down too. I don't know how that's going to work with the little cheap burr bits I got, but we're going to attempt it. And just smooth all this up. It's hard to see, but it's kind of rough. There you go, you can see it now. Turn my work light off. Kind of rough in there, pretty gnarly. Let's see. I think that's pretty much everything I've done right now. It's basically just opening this up, smoothing the solvent reports, and getting all this flashing down. Probably gonna knock some of these edges down. They're pretty sharp edges. Kind of knock, smooth all this out, and get all that rough back in there. Smoothed out so the air coming into the supercharger will be a lot smoother flow. And see how it works out for us. This will be the first time the truck's supercharged, and I'm jumping straight in the fire. Straight into porting it before I ever put it on for the first time. Here's the rotor packs. As you can see, they're a little worn. Some of the coating's coming off of them, but I mean, I think they'll be all right for what we're doing. Just having fun and building hot rods, trying to make them just a tad bit more efficient. I mean, the better thing would be just buy the Gen 5 and be done with it. I mean, professionally ported, these Gen 3s, yeah, they're still not always capable of keeping up with the Gen 5 stock. So, but it's what we got, and well, it's a lot more fun working on it than it is just buying it and being done, right? All right, well, porting's done for the night. You can see we can pretty much walk our gauge all, well, if I can quit getting hung up on stuff. You can go all the way around. If you hold it straight, it does. Anyway, that's a 3-inch, about 86 millimeters. We can take a little gauge here. It's hard to tell with the camera, but we are pretty much all the way around 180 degrees or more. It is bigger than that 3 inches as it gets in, all except for that bottom where it tapers up, and there's not a whole lot we can do with that. I got my burr bit, just a cheap bit from Tractor Supply. Got that. Got some grinding stones and extension on my nice Sukes grinder here. Got my pressure turned way down on my compressor. It's hard to see that, but it's 40 psi outlet. Turn it down so the RPMs aren't way up. Slow it down so it's controllable. And yeah, just porting away. And just figured y'all like to see that.